Welcome to Twist Talks Season 2, where we discuss the Japanese game Twisted Wonderland.
This season, we will be focusing more on gameplay, but still have theories, headcanons, and other random nonsense as always.
For the sake of spoilers within our podcast, we will only be discussing the international release over the Japanese release.
Hi, I'm Tilsa, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name's Kaden, and my pronouns are I don't give a fuck.
My name is Wonder, and I use any pronouns. Okay. We're so good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of Twist Talks. So today's episode is our topic for today is one that was submitted to us through our feedback form, which you can find on our link tree, which is linked in all our bios and everything. So if you have any ideas, or if you have any ideas for like topics or just things you would like to suggest to us, you can check that out and I don't know, tell us about them. Or you can also check out our Discord server. We have a little section there as well where you can submit ideas or just other questions you want to ask us. And also, before we really get into this episode, we have two things we want to say to the person who submitted this. One, we added the spot to add your username after you submitted this. So if you want to claim it, feel free to comment on this episode or DM us on Instagram, and we will go ahead and add credit in the descriptions and everything. If you don't want to claim it, that's fine. Just don't say anything. The other is you submitted two ideas, and unfortunately we have tried to record your other idea 3 times, and it hasn't worked. The recordings just never turn out, and it's never been something that I can fix. So we are unfortunately not going to be able to post about that idea, but if you still want to hear about us, again, join our Discord or just DM us on Instagram or comment or somehow reach out to us in some way, and we can give you a written out list of our thoughts on that topic.
Yeah. Yeah, it was me, by the way, in case you're wondering. It was me.
You don't have to admit to it.
No, I'm going to admit to it. So, yeah, my recording sucked because of the program I was using, and we kind of figured that out. We're just gonna hope this one works.
Yeah, we're gonna just hope, pray to the recording gods that the recordings will both turn out this time. Oh yeah, Talissa can't be here right now because of scheduling conflicts, so yeah, you just get the two of us.
Don't cry about it, okay?
Yeah, we know we're your favorites.
Don't tell Talissa that. Anyway, what? I said don't tell Talissa that anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she doesn't listen to our episodes. She said it several times.
Hi, Talissa.
We're just kidding. Talissa, if you are listening, we're just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyway, the actual topic that we're going to be talking about today, the full submission that was written was, it might be cool to have an episode where you talk about what pets the characters might have or how characters might react to fandom. You can probably guess based on what the title of this episode is, which I still have to decide on, but that we're going to be talking about that second topic, which is how, all of the different characters from Twisted Wonderland would react to the insanity that is their fandom.
Yeah. Little thing about us is we're usually on the sidelines of fandoms, and we don't really get into the fandom. We don't necessarily have conversations with people in the fandom besides ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of just watch from the sidelines. So we, first of all, have no idea how the fandom kind of reacts to people to a point, Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but I've had some bad experiences in fandom in the past. Voltron 2021 IQ, so I don't get too engaged in it anymore, but
I am too anxious to leave a comment on anything to begin with. So
that's fair.
The only reason I've posted any of my fanfics is because they were Twisted Wonderland, and because I have this podcast, and because I know it would bother Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of things leading up to me posting anything. So
anytime they post a fic, it isn't entirely written despite me.
Yes. Another part of our Discord is you can give me amazing fic ideas.
God.
So I can write it for Wonder. Yeah.
That was in the second recording where we talked about your most recent one. That one was in the episode we had to cut, right? So do you want to talk about it again, or do you want to just talk about what we're actually supposed to be here to talk about?
Yeah, I guess I will, so people will be more interested. Okay.
All right.
So, sometimes when we're having these conversations, I think of an amazing fanfic idea that would bother Wonder, but would also be something I want to read about. So, I write it down in my little ideas journal. And
that is our shared channel between the three of us in the server.
Yeah. So, and then I'll write it later, and I was writing one, I guess everyone can know what it was, because maybe you'll see it eventually, but it was, the idea that I wrote was Idia not turning on his camera because he naked. A few other honorable mentions, Floyd bumping heads with a hammerhead shark. By the way, none of these are spelled correctly.
No.
Because I refuse to spell things correctly. I even have a Jamil one. So, yeah, even though I hate him, I will write this because it will bother. I think that one, you giving a rock to Jamil with enchantments, I think you would like that.
Oh, no, that one was just funny and cute.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, sometimes they're weird and Wonder will hate them, and sometimes they're cute. And we just need to write about them.
Yeah. No, I was talking about the one you were sending me audio recordings of you reading while I was driving home.
Yeah.
And I just responded in voice notes screaming at you because I was actively driving.
That was the Idia one, and I do have it on my computer right now. In my
Don't
notes
do that,
app.
by the way. Don't do that. That was a bad example, but there was a lot of traffic, so I was stopping and starting a lot.
Yeah. So, a lot of fanfic ideas came from that Pets episode, which you guys will probably never ever get to hear because it's my fault. But yeah, anyway.
So let's actually talk about what we're here to talk about. So how would the Twisted Wonderland characters react to us? And again, kind of going along with we're more so on the sidelines. We've been trying to come up with ideas for this for 2 months now. And we just haven't. We just can't. So this is all going to be off the tops of our heads in the moment. Yeah. Based on our probably mostly incorrect ideas of the characters' personalities. But shall we just go dorm order so that we don't forget anyone, as always?
Yeah, well, I was thinking of just writing it down because I do have that one that we were talking about before, and that's one of the main things in my brain that I've been thinking about, the one thing.
Oh.
But, but we can do a dorm order because that would probably be easier.
Yeah, so again, The reason I always say we should go in dorm order is just because I know that I personally, if I don't, I will forget someone and it will probably be like Ruggy and I'll feel bad. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I could just go on like Tumblr and be like, what does the fan just to type in that character, and we could work from there too.
I don't know. I feel like that would take a while. And I don't know how long we want to spend on this.
We'll just use our brain and think of like what normal fandoms do.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
but so dorm art order. So starting with Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'd be really embarrassed. To be totally honest.
Especially with all the sorry. Especially with all
No,
the
you
him
go.
and Floyd stuff.
Oh, he would hate
He'd be
that.
so angry. He'd be so angry and upset. I think he would be upset enough that he'd just start crying, actually.
I don't know about that. But like he definitely would be upset that Florid is like, isn't it really high on ships? Why is my TGCF fic pulled up on our Twisted Wonderland browser? What? On our Twist Talks browser. I don't remember. Okay. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to check AO3 to see ships rankings. Yeah, Florid is number 4 at the time of recording this episode. So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he'd like that. I don't think he'd like us. Maybe I mean, I like to think he'd like us, like some of the calmer folks, but like some of the people I see on Tumblr.
I see Riddle very twinkified.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I say I think he'd be angry to the point of tears, because like, you know, when you get to the point where like you're so angry and you don't know what to do anymore, and obviously he can't just like collar us all. I think he would just like be stomping around and eventually just starts crying about it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe.
He might be mad at me for saying that.
No, you're fair. But yeah.
Yeah.
So, do we have anything more we want to say about him, or? Oh no.
No.
All right. So next, then, at least in my mind for dorm order, which is another thing we talked about in the pets episode that we will unfortunately have had to cut, is that apparently we all have different ideas of what dorm order is. But next, for me at least, is Trey.
Oh, well, I just go off of the thing, whatever it's called, the freaking game.
Yeah, the way they're like displayed in the game.
Yeah, which is so weird.
I don't know.
It's different for every single one. It's pissed me off.
Yeah, I don't know. But in my mind, after Riddle is Trey.
Mm-hmm.
So that's who we're talking about next. I think I don't know. I mean, I don't think he would appreciate what Danny Motto said about it. Everybody knock one off your bingo card. I haven't mentioned him in a while.
You haven't. Oh my god. I think he wouldn't be upset, he'd just be disappointed.
Yeah.
Know? He'd be like,
he'd pull that parent thing of, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed in every single one of you.
Yeah. No, I did that at work the other day. Because my coworker said it to me. They're like, I'm just disappointed because I closed and then I opened in the morning, and apparently I forgot to fill the ice bins or whatever.
Oh,
and she was just like, I'm disappointed. And later on, she did something, I don't even remember what it was, and she's like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. So
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he would definitely be like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess is fine. Whatever. You can be disappointed. I don't care.
I mean, I'm kind of disappointed in Twisted Wonderland fandom, but just like in general, I'm kind of disappointed in every fandom, basically. Just
that is so fair.
Although I will say, we're still, what was it, like number 5 on Tumblr's year in review. In their video game category, Twisted Wonderland is like number 5, so that was cool. And like 12 Twisted Wonderland characters and the Twisted Wonderland player character all made it onto their top 100 video game characters list.
Awesome. I did not look at Tumblr's year in review.
It came out like basically right after I got home yesterday, so so after I unpacked my car, I spent a good like 15 minutes going through it and screaming. Anyway.
Yeah. I was too enthralled in stupid Spotify Wrapped because it called me gay in every musical language it could.
Top 5 for Husband Hotel.
No. Nothing to do with Husband Hotel. But I'm in
no,
the top
I'm just
3.
saying 4 out of my top 5 songs were Husband Hotel.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think either both versions of Poison or both versions of Addict made it onto my playlist, or like 2 of the versions of Addict.
That's hilarious. Wonder.
Yeah. Anyway, Cater. I think Cater would like us. I think because he is chronically online.
Yeah.
So I think like he knows fandom culture a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think he would be down for it. He'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah. I do think he would like try to deny the fact that we have all, come to understand about him, which is that he's severely depressed, but like he would hate that we figured that out. Yeah.
When I said that, I like moved some hair behind my ear,
Yeah, me too.
Like, how'd you guys know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This like entire time I found a cute little riddle that I wanted to add to our Discord emotes.
Do it.
So I have been.
Nice.
I was just making sure he was transparent.
Okay. Yeah. But like, so that's Cater. Ace. I don't know. I feel like the fandom is very torn on Ace. Like, case in point, us. Like, some people really like Ace. Some people really hate him. Although I think I might be in the minority. But I don't know. I don't know how he would feel about us.
I think... It's because he's so weird. Like, he's giving us all these different... I don't know even what to say, but like, he's giving us all these different vibes.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think his characterization is all that consistent in the game. Which makes things like what we do very annoying.
Yeah.
But
he is complete. Sorry. Here, let me send him.
Yay! I don't know. I think he'd make fun of us, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
well, like, just us in general, this podcast, he'd be like, you spend actual time debating my life.
Yeah. I mean, so far when I've said us, I meant the fandom as a whole, but no, you're right.
Yeah.
He would hate us specifically. The
Us
three of
specifically
us.
is who he would hate.
us. I mean, in general, yes, he makes fun of people in the fandom, but like, yeah. And not to make this like about us, but like, he hates us.
He hates us so much.
Which is cool because 2/3 of us hate him back, so.
I don't hate him.
Me and Talissa.
No. I know. I'm just like stating I'm the 1/3.
Yes, you are the 1/3 who doesn't hate him.
It's his aesthetic is just so pleasing to me. You know.
No, because it's not to me. I don't like him. So.
Okay.
Anyway, Deuce.
Yeah. Deuce.
Deuce has no idea what's going on. What?
He'd be sad. He'd be like, wait. Well, no. Okay, he wouldn't have any idea what's going on, but also, from what I've seen, the fandom characterizes him as this cute little boy who loves his mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Don't
is...
give him much.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think he'd also, like, hate the fact that we... Like, kind of similar to how Kater hates the fact that we've discovered his secret. Deuce would hate the fact that we, like... That people really like that aspect of him. You know?
Yeah.
Because he's trying to move away from it, but there I was seeing so much, like... I'm forgetting the word, delinquent Deuce art. I see that sort of fan art a lot, so...
Yeah. And it is really
And I'm not
cool.
saying, like, the people who draw it are wrong. I'm just saying that I don't think Deuce himself... I don't know.
Yeah. I don't see him, like, liking it. I could see him being like, yeah, I used to do that. But don't show my mom, guys. Don't show my mom.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the truth is, he is a mama's boy, but he doesn't want... He would hate that we acknowledge it so much.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
I just remembered the whole fandom sims for his mom. He'd hate us all.
Oh, God.
Because remember... Okay, so... When we were recording the pets episode, or trying to, I talked about Deuce's hot mom. I was like, oh, with Deuce's hot mom. I also talked about Bill's hot dad, and we'll get to that later. But, oh my god. Like, you guys think or the fact that people ship Lilia with his mom.
Oh, God.
He'd be like, what are you doing?
Because they don't know that Lily is, 700 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm basically what I'm doing is just taking them from the most recent point I've played in the game, which is post book 6. I haven't really started book 7 yet, and just plopping them onto Tumblr. And like giving them Tumblr in the state that it is currently. Everybody except for Diasomnia would be so confused by that.
They'd be like, why are they calling this little boy an old man? I wonder if, like, when they get to one of the posts where they're talking about Lilia and, like, Lilia's whole process of being alive and stuff, they're like, oh my fucking god. This person I've been going to school with for so long is 700 years old, and he looks younger than me.
Yeah.
Or just, yeah. Or even like with Mally, because Mally's super old too, and they just kind of all assume he's 18-ish. They'd be like, you're 170? What?
8?
78? 178, bro?
Yeah. Uh,
Oh my god. And then they'd be like, wait, you're shipped with my mom? Or like, who is Lilia all shipped with? Because I know he is shipped with Deuce's mom for sure.
Train
Train
is a common one. Yeah. Also,
I've seen some Crowley stuff.
I haven't. I've seen Malinor, so Malia's mom.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, but that's canon.
Yeah.
I mean,
do we want to talk about the students he's shipped with? Because I don't, but I know who they are.
I don't either. No.
Lilia is a grown-ass man. Don't ship him with 15-year-olds. Well, nobody in the game is 15, but like...
Man. He's wearing a tutu.
I love him. I love him so much.
Just the characters' like canon reactions to Lilia being old would probably be the same as in book 5 when you at the end of the battle or whatever and Mally just pops up and everyone's like, oh, Malice, and you was just like, oh, I can't say it, but we'll go with Hornton. And then they're like, Hornton? Yeah. And they're all like freaking the fuck out. They're like, what'd you just call that bitch? Anyway.
Yeah.
That's how
Anyway, we need to move on from Hearts of the Wheel. Leona.
I think Leona would actively kill him. Kill us. Actively hunt us down. Either that, he would be the type of person to say KYS, or he'd be like, "What did you just say? I'm shipped with who?"
Oh god, he would hate the fact that like one of his most popular ships is Maliona.
No, yeah, he would go with the M instead of the Y. But, or so, he would be so upset.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I don't really see him doing anything about it.
Yeah. Like, he just ignores us.
Yeah. Because I'd assume he's used to press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reggie. I think Reggie tries to cash in on us.
He does.
Because
he does.
He's Reggie. He tries to steal some of Leona's belongings and sell them when he sees how popular Leona is.
100%. Where he like steal pieces of everyone's hair.
Oh god.
100%. 100%. He profits.
Mm-hmm.
He profits.
Yeah, but like other than that, he's with Ace making fun of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Jack?
Jack is embarrassed.
Yeah. Like, I don't... I think he also doesn't fully understand it. Because he seems, of all of the characters, like, the least chronically online. So, like, he doesn't get it, but he gets that there are people who are fans of him, and he's embarrassed. Because he's a sweetheart.
I feel like he himself would make, like, an Instagram, and it's just pictures of his cactus, and everyone has, like, hundreds of thousands of likes, and he's like, can you guys not?
Yeah.
We're like, he's so excited, everyone loves his cactus. He's like...
When he doesn't realize that he has, like, a mirror in the background of his pictures, and people are actually just looking at that. Or something.
Reminds me of all those like mirror pics where it's like the front is all nice and then in the mirror you just see
Yeah. trying to sell a mirror on like eBay or whatever. Or
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace, that's what it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
Azul. I think all of the Octotrio were just trying to cash in on it. They're trying to make money off of us. And it works, unfortunately, knowing the fandom. But
It works, but they're also like he's probably super embarrassed. He's like,
Yeah.
you guys draw pictures of me as a baby in my octopod? I don't
Yeah.
think he'd want to associate with us, actually. Like, as
yeah.
a fandom. Like, even though he'd
He-
want to
no.
profit.
No, you know what he does? He gets Edia to like, do some hacking stuff and goes in and permanently deletes every drawing of Octopus Azul
No!
from the internet. Because he hates. That's what he was trying to do with the picture from the museum. Is he was trying to have it destroyed because it has him in his octopus form in it.
I know, but now I'm sad.
It's true though.
It's so true. Oh, that's upsetting. So upsetting.
He hates the fact that we're trying to we want to find out what he looks like in his octo form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because all we have for him in his octopus form is his overplot, which isn't accurate entirely. Isn't entirely accurate. So yeah. Anyway.
I think he would also
Jade.
try and profit.
Yes, he would.
Sorry.
He
No,
would.
Like, he would think about, maybe I should, like, release my pictures.
Oh.
Or Jade would definitely be like, maybe I should release Azul's pictures.
Oh, no, yeah. It's not Azul that puts out those pictures. It ends up being the Twils.
100%.
Yeah.
Because they might have signed a contract, but there's no way they got rid of those photos.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Azul.
Yeah.
They're holding hostage. They're holding them hostage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They might. I just had this dumb idea, but like, so again, the scenario I'm putting myself in of thinking this is somebody has just handed them a phone with Tumblr open. I think what Jade does, or maybe both the Twils, probably both the Twils, is so that they don't get, they don't break their contract. They're not the ones releasing and posting the photos. What they do is they go into somebody's Tumblr Ask Talks on Anonymous, put the photos there, and wait for them to post it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole time I've just been finding cute little emotes to add.
Nice.
Yeah.
What did that cover both the Twils, or what do we think about Floyd?
Floyd is so hyped over this. I'm not gonna lie. He's
Yeah.
like, you think me and Goldfishy? You think me and
He
Goldfish?
loves that Florid is number 4.
He adores it so much, and
And
I think
I
he
hate it.
bothers. Yeah, I think he bothers Riddle with it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
Ugh.
so when are we making out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
What's next? Who's next? Kaleem. Kaleem's used to it.
Yeah, he's not quite used to being shipped with Jamil, but I don't think he
No.
minds it. He does
Yeah.
not mind it.
He doesn't
I
mind it.
also don't think he knows what it means.
Yeah, he just knows that there are a lot of people drawing cute art of him and Jamil together, and it makes him happy.
He's like, oh, we're besties.
Yeah.
Poor boy.
Oh. Jamil hates us.
Jamil is actively finding ways to kill us right now.
Yeah. And I mean, like, the fandom as a whole on that one. I do mean he hates the fandom as a whole.
No. I meant he's finding ways to destroy this fandom.
Yeah.
Us personally?
Yeah, he hates
I don't
you.
know how you feel about us.
He hates you. You hate him, he hates you back.
No.
I mean, honestly, he probably does dislike me and Talissa as well, but...
I don't think he'd hate me because
You made a whole episode on how much you hate him. Like,
no. Like, I don't think he hates me because I do not ship him with Clem, you know?
he hates you because you hate him.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. He'd be like, why you hate me? I'm like, oh, I have a whole episode about it, actually.
Yeah, exactly. He hates that you put all that effort into hating him.
Which is so funny because I don't put that much effort into it. It's only on this podcast.
Yeah.
And like randomness, you know? Just like random, I hate Jamil today.
He does also hate me and Talissa, though, because we do ship Callie Jammy.
Yeah.
And we make it everyone's problem. Or we make it well known that we ship Callie Jammy. Okay. Vil. Again, he's used to it.
He's used to it, but he's really pissed off.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He
You guys want my
specifically
dad?
hates the sector of that fandom that thinks that he's trans.
Oh, no, for sure.
And that is not just coming from my personal, I think he's transphobic, or I see some of his actions as transphobic. That is coming from his whole philosophy is that things like clothing and makeup are not inherently gendered. So him liking dresses and heels and makeup does not make him a woman.
Yeah. It's okay that you have those thoughts and feelings, the people who listen here. But that man is not a woman.
That is a cis man!
That is a man. That is a beautiful, beautiful man.
Again, I maybe headcanon him as like maybe exploring drag in the future, but that's as far as he goes. He's not transitioning or anything.
No. Because he was raised in that area where, regardless of your gender, you had to put on makeup, so you were seen on camera, so you're seen on stage, and
also like he probably like there's that whole fact of like back in historical times and like when Shakespeare was alive and writing plays and stuff, the men played women because women weren't allowed to be on stage. So therefore, back then, men wore dresses on stage.
And guess what? They actually probably weren't ridiculed for it.
Yeah.
But we don't want to get into that. That's a bit much. Anyway,
Yeah.
he'd be confused as why we all want to fuck his dad. But you know,
God.
all of the characters are confused as why we want to sleep with
Yeah.
him. Maybe you don't, but I do.
I'm lesbian. I like women. Anyway. Fun fact, I'm lesbian. Have I said that before? I don't think I've actually said that on the podcast. I'm very lesbian. I like women, and I don't like men. Anyway. Rook. Rook loves it.
Rook loves the attention.
Mm-hmm.
But also doesn't, you know? Because he's like, what? But he's so into it
sad.
at the same time.
You know what he's upset about? He's upset that Neige is a minor character.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%.
He thinks that, like, Neige should have his spot or something. Which he should. Neige should be a more important character, I think. Because I like Neige. I like Neige. Anyway.
He's cool.
Do we
But I
have-
feel like there's something hiding deep down in there or something, you know?
In Neige?
Yeah. I don't know.
He's
Maybe
fucking,
it's 'cause I
he's
just
Snow
don't-
White. There is,
Okay.
in Snow White at least, there is nothing beyond the surface. She is a very surface level character, and so is Neige.
Careful, he might come for you.
I'm not
Not
saying he's a
Neige,
bad
Rook.
character, just that there's not any depth to him.
Not
Not
Mage
much
might come
depth
for
to
you,
him.
but like Rook might come for you.
I've already said several times on this podcast that I hate Rook, so. Apple.
I think Apple would be excited that people don't necessarily see him as Vill's trying to put him out there as.
Yeah.
But I do think he is a little pissed off when certain part of the fandom doesn't get to the spot where they find out Apple's like this big. They don't get to book 5, and
Yeah.
they just categorize him as like
As a pretty boy.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't help that our most recent conversation, like public conversation in the Discord, is us talking about how pretty his storm card art is.
Okay, well, to be fair, when I say pretty, I don't mean in a feminine way.
No, yeah, I just mean the art is very aesthetically pleasing, but we could have phrased it better.
Let me fix that so he doesn't beat me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would hate that Vil is so popular, I think. But that's also just me projecting because I hate how that Vil is so popular.
I think he would like the part of the fandom that like sees him as a tough guy and draws him as a tough guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Idia. He's so embarrassed.
He's so freaking embarrassed.
Poor guy. Like, he gets it, because he himself is involved in fandom culture, but he hates that it's now being directed at him.
Yeah. Does not like it.
Mm-hmm. Orto, on the other hand, loves it, because he also is heavily involved in fandom culture, and he loves that there are people acknowledging how great his brother is.
I don't think Adia would be all that happy to hear that we know how Ortho dies.
Yeah.
I think he'd be like, you guys have invaded my privacy.
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of like rude, especially the fan arts where the sad fan arts.
Yeah. All the sad Shroud Brothers art.
But I
Any
think
sad, any piece of
Yeah.
sad Shroud Brothers content in general, he hates. He gets really upset about.
I think Ortho's like, you just gotta chill. Like, it's sad when they draw it too. And he's like, but it's not their issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he would, though. He would love all of the art where people have drawn Ortho grown up, like,
Oh.
as a human, you know?
No, I think he would hate it.
You would.
Because Ortho, he would see it as disrespectful because Ortho never got to that age. So,
I guess. Yeah.
like, it's rude to be speculating what he would look like if this were a real world thing, and that's coming from my angle of like if something like that happened to my little sister, I would want her to be remembered as she was, as the sweet, little sweetheart that she is. Not, I don't know. That's just me, though.
I guess. I mean, I think it's cute when, like, other people... Not necessarily cute, but there's, like... like, in some crime scene things where they, like, age people up and it helps them find them. Like...
Yeah.
I think they're... In that sense, he'd be like, oh, you could have... I think he'd be happy about it, and then he wouldn't.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you grew up to be this. You could have grown up to be this, but then I kind of ruined that. And he's, like, super happy. Like, he's happy, and then he's, like, super sad.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Let's move on from him, because now I'm sad. But Orto... Again, I like... I don't know. I feel like Orto likes it. Like, he likes... Again, he likes that there are people who acknowledge how awesome his brother is. But he also has some weird feelings about the human Ortho drawings, because, like, But I'm not human, basically. I'm a robot now.
I robot.
Yeah. Because, do you mind if I spoil a little bit of the end of book 6?
Go for it.
At the end of book 6, Ortho becomes fully sentient. And it's kind of implied that it's because he fused with, like, the spirit of the original Ortho. So, yeah. At this point, he's kind of like, this is just what I am now. I'm a robot.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm lost in Pinterest memes. I've been sending them to the Discord.
Yeah, I see. I'm watching you do it. Is that
I can't help it.
Sebek's face on a toilet? And a croissant?
It's skippity toilet Sebek.
Oh my god. Get rid of it. I hate it.
It's bald. The croissant Leona.
Wait, oh no, that is Leona. Why? Why? Oh. I hope everybody who is listening to this is in the mood for some intense emotional whiplash.
I'm trying not to be sad by sending these memes and making these emotes.
Okay, well, if we're trying not to be sad, let's move on to Mally, because he loves us.
He loves us so much. He's like, oh, you think I'm with you? You love gargoyles too? Let's all talk about gargoyles. Tell me what you know about gargoyles. And then you're like, well, I only know what you've told us. And he's like, oh my god, I can tell you so much more.
Yeah. Oh. He loves the fact that Maliu is the second most popular ship. And I'm saying that as someone who doesn't ship Maliu. Like, he... Yeah.
I think it's because he cares for them so much.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell in, like, canon and stuff how much he cares for them, how much he cares for people around him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's just a sweetheart who likes that there were people who like him and is like, let's all be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Look at this one that I'm sending right now.
Why? Not the Lilia in heels. Is that Ruggy in the background? Oh my god. Speaking of, what about Lilia? What?
Teletubby one. Up at the top. It's all of Heartsy Wheel us, Teletubby.
Why?
They're all bald.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Because I need it.
Oh. What about Lilia? What does he think of us? Because I can't decide.
I think he's excited that we show him new options. You know?
Mm.
Like, I think he's excited that people know his actual age, like know what he's been through.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's excited to talk to us be like, hey, he would definitely try to like, he would go with the flow. If someone was like, are you fucking Deuce's mom? And he's like, yeah, on Tuesday after Denny's. I don't know. I just see him like being an utter meme.
Honestly.
That's just
I don't know. But I feel like originally I was like, I feel like yes, he's also chronically online and a gamer and knows fandom culture, but I feel like he also is making fun of us. But then like secretly on his, he doesn't know that we know that he's Crimson Muscle or whatever his username is. Like he's indulging in the fandom with his under his username or whatever. And every comment is, we know this is you, Lilia.
It's like,
I don't know. Sorry, that whole scenario just popped in my head. And
I think Tom felt something about Tom Felton popped in my brain. I don't remember it, but it was like, I don't know, it kind of related to that, you know?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, okay. So, quick sidetrack, kind of relating, we will be circling back. Kind of. So at work, we've been talking about fanfics and stuff, and my friend was talking about how they like niche fanfics. So I was like, have you ever read My Immortal? If you don't know what My Immortal is, I'm not going to explain it on this podcast, except for the fact that it is literally known as one of the worst fanfics ever written. No one knows who it was written by, but people will like to pretend it's satire, even though we are so certain it is not satire. And it is a Harry Potter fanfic. Do not read it until you have read the warnings before. Okay? I feel like it is part of like a fanfic culture. If you don't already know what it is, you should. Yeah. Sorry, I just saw a meme. Anyway, so at work, I was like, you should read this one. And then my coworker was like, oh my gosh, if we weren't so busy right now, I would do a dramatic reading of My Immortal over the headset. And while we were all talking about this, we had a new person who it was their first day with us. And so they, I don't know, they were talking with our manager like on the phone, and then they were like told that they could have their last break or whatever, and they just got ready and left. So this person just like walked out on their break, which is absolutely crazy. And then no one could get a hold of them, so we were just like trying to get a hold of them for the longest time, and now we've just come to the conclusion that us talking about My Immortal is what caused them to never come back. So anyway, My Immortal. So Tom Felton is a very big, large part of the Harry Potter fandom, right? Because we love him. He very much loves everyone, and he decided to do a fanfic reading.
Oh, God.
And he was like, this is the first time I've read a fanfic before, and they told me to read this one.
No.
It's My Immortal.
No.
Oh my god.
He's never reading
like
fic
2
again.
Paragraphs. I don't think he read the whole thing. He either only read 2 paragraphs or he read the entire first chapter.
He's never reading fanfic again, which is good.
Yeah. So that is, yeah. It doesn't really relate back to this, but I think there's probably some sort of crack fic that, yeah. No, I think the involvement Lilia would have in the fandom is the same as, just saw a snoop. Okay, sorry. I think it would be the same involvement in the fandom as, sorry. As Tom Felton in his fandom.
All right.
Yeah, so that was a long story.
Moving on, we have two more.
Yeah.
And I'm not acknowledging it. Silver. I don't know.
Silver fell asleep reading everything.
I mean, that feels like a cop-out.
I guess.
I feel like he'd probably be really embarrassed.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Especially
else to say.
The fact that we figured out his father, like,
Oh,
is
yeah.
Lilia, he'd be like, oh, guys, you're not supposed to tell anyone. and then when people, like, point out to the fact that he's, like, it says, he starts off, I know in the Japanese release he does say old man instead of father, so it's different, but, like, he'd be like,
They really
no,
could
I
have
never
done
said
that better in NA. They really could have done that better in NA. I hope they fix it for the anime. Speaking of which, we haven't recorded an episode except for the one that we had to cut since the anime has been announced. We're getting an anime. We're finally getting an anime next year.
Yes. And don't worry.
I'm so excited.
We may build up the courage and do a fan camera of us reacting to the thing. This is a new thought.
Or
I just
we
thought
could
of, and Wendy's
do-
probably gonna say no.
I don't know. I'm down, but we could also, like, I know how to make VTuber models now, so we could do that.
I have one too. I have a YouTuber model. I have a thing, but I don't think. Have you ever seen
We
it?
could make one for
Hold
Talissa.
on.
No, I don't think so. I sent you that video of mine, but
Let me show
we could just
you
make one for Talissa.
mine.
I don't know. But, like, we are definitely, if we don't, like, do full-on reaction videos, we are definitely going to make episodes about the anime and, like, talk about it, because we've been waiting for this for, like, 3 years. And it's
We're very
finally coming
excited.
out. It's confirmed so far that we're getting 3 seasons, so everybody make sure those ratings stay super high so that we can get the rest.
Unless, of course,
Because
it fucking
they're
sucks.
only...
Unless, of course,
Well,
it fucking sucks. But even
I don't
then,
know,
keep
because
the
every
ratings
adaptation
high.
so far has been really good. Like, both versions of the manga and the novel are all really good. So, I think it has chance to end up being really good. And, like, Yana's learned her lesson for anime adaptations from Black Butler. I know she's not going to be super involved in this one, but she's learned her lesson on who to trust. You know? So, I have faith. I think it's going to turn out good, because this is also a Disney property. Like,
Disney usually is okay with stuff.
yeah.
I don't remember which studio's working on it, though.
Aniplex.
Oh, okay, yeah, this should be fun.
Because they're also the ones who made the game. So, at least I'm pretty sure it's Aniplex who are making the anime.
Let me...
I don't know, it's coming out on Disney Plus, but we knew that. We've known that since
Forever.
it was announced, because, of course.
Yeah. If it didn't
Okay.
come out on Disney Plus, we would be pirating it, so.
Yeah.
Oh, they made Blue Exorcist? Okay, slay.
They made Skate the Infinity. Aniplex did. So I trust Aniplex. Oh. Okay, maybe it's not Aniplex.
It's not.
It's Yumeta Company and Graphinica. But it does say that they're adapting the manga.
Oh.
So
Now I'm super excited.
yeah. Now we at least that pretty much confirms what they're doing with you, I think, in my opinion. And also that explains why at the moment it's only confirmed for 3 seasons, because that's all that's out of the manga is the first 3 books. So I think if we keep the ratings up again for both the anime and the manga, we could end up getting more in the future. So that's all I have to say about that, is just if we want more, we need to make sure that they know we want more. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I'm just looking up to see what they have made, what they're known for.
You went to company.
Okay.
Oh no! They made
What?
Banana Fish, or they were involved in Banana Fish.
Damn, that sucks.
They made the Bakuten movie. I'm on
They made
Anime News Network, so. Oh?
Gasp. They were involved with Delicious and Dungeon.
Oh?
Have you watched that yet?
No, but I've heard it's really good.
It's
Were
so
they?
good.
They were involved in Haikyuu season 4. Specifically season 4.
Wait, which one? I'm at the Graphicina one.
Oh, Yumeta Company is what I'm looking at.
Oh, gotcha.
They helped make Haikyuu season 4.
Okay, I still have not watched Haikyuu season 4.
Read the manga of it.
Well, I did, so that's
Okay.
yeah.
It's not any different. It's just the art is way worse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we have one more to talk about, and then we're done. Sebek hates us.
Sebek is.
I mean, he appreciates that we praise Malice, but he hates us.
Yeah. Here's what happened. This is why he hates us. He didn't hate us at first because he realized our love for Malice. But then he came across Malice X-Reader Smut Fic. That is what happened.
Oh.
And he read it because he didn't realize it was a smut fic. He just thought it was a Malice X-Reader. And he was like, oh, yay, we'll do something fun together. And it was not. And he was traumatized.
But yeah, he hates us.
Yep.
I can't see that going any way else. He does not like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to move on to the teachers because I think it'd be funny. But, okay, so Crowley, he's laughing at us. He's like, haha, you hate me? Yeah, well, guess what? I don't care.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm such a generous man. It won't matter if you hate me because I'm just going to be so generous and whatnot. Like, I feel like that's how he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading through all of these works that they worked on.
Griffinica worked on Black Butler, specifically Book of Circus and Book of Atlantic. So the good
Ooh.
ones.
Yeah. From what I'm looking at, they've worked on a lot of vampiric animes.
Yeah.
That's so silly.
But a lot of classic stuff too, both studios.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're in good hands. I have faith. I know I'm in the minority, but I have faith that this is going to be good, or at least watchable.
Yeah.
Any other teachers you wanted to talk about?
I don't know.
Cruel, Train, Vargas, Sam, any of them? Or should we just call it for now?
I think it's kind of pretty obvious what they're gonna work on, you know? Or I think it's pretty obvious what they think.
Yeah, they don't understand us at all. Except for Sam. I think Sam would have fun with the fandom. But other than that, they're all old men. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. There's something... I can't think of it.
Hmm?
I think when they find out how old Lily is, they're like, why is he at school? No wonder he does kind of well at all his classes.
Yeah. I don't know. I've kind of always had this headcanon that Train at least knows who he is because he's the history teacher. So of course he teaches about General Lilia Van Rouge. So I think, yeah. But like everyone else, yeah.
I mean, there's the obvious teachers that know if they don't all know. But yeah.
All right. Well. Griffinica did Yuri on Ice. Griffinica worked on Yuri on Ice. I think we're in good hands.
Okay, so I've been trying to convince my coworkers that they need to watch this anime when it comes out, and all of them are huge Delicious and Dungeon fans, and they all got me to watch it. So I think they're going to be excited to watch it too if they think it's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Just tell them it's made by some of the same studios.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I would be like, it's made by the same studios, and most of them watch it because of the creators, like art style and like everything, but I think they'd still like it regardless.
Yeah. Well, we have, like, presuming that it's going to be the same, there are those animated, like, trailers, so we can, like, we know what the art style probably is going to look like.
Yeah. Unless they change it up on us and be weird.
Yeah.
That would be annoying.
If they use any song for the OP other than Piece of Your World, like, it's so obvious that was written to be the OP for the anime, to me at least.
Yeah.
It just has anime OP vibes.
Maybe
if we get a season 5, after then they can use Absolutely Beautiful, or whatever the song is called. But like, yeah, Absolutely Beautiful, right?
Yeah. Depending on how long the seasons are, they usually use 1 to 2 anime openings, and they usually change it halfway through.
They don't.
So I'm hoping we'll get more music.
Yeah. Maybe they'll pull in some of the songs from the events.
Ooh, like the songs from like all the Twist tunes?
Ooh,
yeah.
Yeah, actually, wait, that might work. Have have piece of your world be the ED, because that can stay throughout the series, but then have the OP be like one of the Twist Tune songs from each house.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they do
like
OVAs or something for the events, which is the only way that I can see them, at least with those working in, they could use the Twist Tunes from the events for those.
Mm-hmm. I've also just got this thought in my brain that they're not really going to show us any of the events as an animated anything.
I mean,
because they're not canon.
Yeah.
Like, I would not expect them to show it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for ones that are like bigger. Because I know animes do still like to add in that fun little Halloween event or a holidays event. I feel like they might, but I don't really know. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see them animated, but I know there's probably
slim chance.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
We don't have anything else to talk about, I think, so we do need to call it.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing is you need to join our Discord so whenever we're recording, because I will probably be sending a bunch of memes into the memes section, and we'll probably get a few emotes added.
Yep. With every episode, we add a couple emotes.
Like Skippity Sebek.
I'm going to delete that one. I genuinely hate that one. I hate it so much.
He's just doing his little dance. Oh,
I hate it. I hate him so much.
He's just skippitying.
No. Anyway, yes, please join our Discord. Again, to the person who submitted this, if you want to claim it, go ahead and reach out. If you don't, which I understand after recording this episode, why you would not want to claim this episode as your own or your idea, feel free to not. You don't have to. Yeah. But also, if you want to hear our ideas about what pets the Twisted Wonderland characters would have, you got a little hint at one of them earlier in the episode if you caught it. But if you want to know,
there was
again,
a few.
We have to scrap that episode, unfortunately. It's just not going to work, but we do still want to have that out there. So if you want it, reach out and we can type it all out and give you a written version of basically what that episode sounded like. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else we need to say?
I'm sleepy.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to our podcast. We enjoy talking with everyone and have expanded to more socials, which are linked in our link tree. Have a good day and see you next episode.